Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, dogs, cats, ducks, otters, snakes, rabbits, dudes that don't comb their beards on the regular, i.e. me. How y'all doing out there? Welcome to the Big Back Lounge. I am your host, Neek, the head Big Back in charge, where we talk about rib tips instead of relationship tips. If you want to know more about me, you want to follow my little food adventures around here, follow me on all social media outlets under the name The Price of Wings. Now, with me today, she is a leader. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, all that. And she runs the Yelp community around Memphis. She's a good person. She's a great joy to be around. And to have her on the show is it really brings me joy to have her on here. So over to the Big Bad Lounge, Tiffany. Tiffany, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. All right. So can you tell the people how you got involved with Yelp?
Oh my God, it's such an interesting story, actually, how my involvement with Yelp came about. Because it's different from a lot of my colleagues who were like a part of the Yelp community or using the Yelp app
Mm-hmm.
prior to landing their role. So for me, I actually was finishing up my master's degree. And of course, when you're in school, you put a lot of time into studying, into testing, into just going to campus, doing work or whatever, whatever. So for me, I was like, what am I going to do with this newfound time that I will no longer be using to put into my studies? And so I was at my full time job because a lot of people don't know that I do work full time in addition to what I do with Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
I just Googled work from home jobs and Yelp popped up. And I was like, Yelp, what is that? And so when I did a little more research, it talked about like taking photos of food. I'm like, I do that, going into businesses and, working with people in the community. And this sums up pretty much who I am and what I do. And so I applied for the position, went through a string of interviews, and then I got the job back in, was it 2017? It's been 7 years now. So it was such a learning and growing and new experience for me, and one that I'm excited that, I'm a part of 7 years later.
7 years on Yelp. And that's great. That's
Yes.
great to hear. Now,
Mhm.
if you can go back, what was the first year of
Mhm.
your position like?
So the first year of my position, it was a little, I would say for me, it was a learning experience, but it was also a challenge that I wanted to take on because one, Yelp is about community. I know a lot of people look at Yelp as a place, and most people think of Yelp, they think of food. They go
Mm-hmm.
on to see where they want to go and eat and do that type of thing. But for me, it was about learning the importance that it was to connect the community to Yelp and connect Yelp to the community. So the first year was just about learning, building my rapport in the community with business owners, managers, so on and so forth. And not only that, with my Yelp Elite Squad. And it also was about um, just kind of growing the community to what it needed to be in that moment. So the first year was just about making those connections, learning my community, learning about various businesses in Memphis, and learning my elite squad and the things that would appeal to them within the Memphis community, because we know Memphis is all about food, culture, festivals, and music and that type of thing. And so, how can I take what I know about Memphis and my Memphis experience, because I'm born, raised, went to school, married, all of those things here. But how can I take all of my experiences, incorporate them into a company such as Yelp, as well as connecting it to something, southern and down home as Memphis and in that field as well.
Yeah, because Yelp here is, it's very interesting with the history we have here and then adding Yelp to it. Yeah, it's it's an interesting thing. So now that leads to my last question before we get into the food part. How do you
Mm-hmm.
put that all together and make an event?
So basically, now especially, and I think even then, when I'm at businesses of any kind, I'm always thinking about Yelp. One of the things that I will say, and I'm glad you asked about how was Yelp for me in the beginning, because Yelp has changed so much within 7 years.
Right.
Um, we have had a shift in who the Yelp Elite Squad is. We've had a shift in the type of businesses that we're able to work with now, and we've also had a shift in how events can look, as well as we had a pandemic. So they kind of changed a lot as it relates to Yelp. You all have experienced, if you were elite at the time, from virtual events to experiences where we were able to tell you all to just go into that business and experience that event. I mean, that business without having a one set night, and then as well as our Yelp nights, which were kind of headed back in that direction. But
Hmm.
I always, anytime I'm out, anytime I'm in the community, anytime I'm at a festival, I'm looking at businesses and learning about them. I'm looking at the passion that they have behind bringing their business to life. And then I'm saying, okay, how can I connect this business to my Yelp Elite Squad? And how can we make this an event? Say, for instance, if they have enough space, then I can say, oh, okay, we can bring the Yelp Elite Squad in. But if it's a smaller place or a food truck or something like that, I said, okay, this will be better for a Yelp experience, where I say, hey, we're going to have a Yelp Elite week. And then I just tell you, hey, you can go out during this particular week and go and redeem, some type of lunch or whatever they want the Yelp Elite Squad to experience, or whatever we agree upon for you all to experience. So just like that, I always eat, sleep, and thinking of just ways to engage the community and businesses and how to connect it together through the Yelp platform. So that's pretty much how it comes together. So if I'm out to eat, I'm thinking like, have we been here before? How
Right.
can we make this happen? Let me speak to the manager and see if this is something that'll work. So we love to work with businesses that sees the benefit in bringing in an organization like Yelp to the table. So absolutely. So that's how those events kind of come together.
That's good
And then, of
information.
course, too, we have people too. Let me just say this too. Of course, too, we have businesses that already kind of know the value of Yelp, and that will reach
Hmm.
out to us and say, "Hey, we know that this is where people are going to share their thoughts, ideas, experiences, and we want to bring in, your Yelp Elite Squad, and to see, and to let them be." And that's a good thing about being a Yelp Elite member, because sometimes we get kind of like a behind the scene, or we get like the new menu, or we get like the new
Right.
experience that their business has to offer. So it goes both ways when it comes to bringing together those events. Yeah,
To sum that all up, become Yelp Elite. Join Yelp.
absolutely.
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 Now, let's get to the food. What do you think of the
Okay.
current state of Memphis restaurants right now?
I, again, working in this industry, I see a lot of growth and development in that area.
Hmm.
Um, I love the idea of the many choices that Memphis now has. Like, because I feel like it has taken Memphis a while, but Memphis is getting it now in terms of having not a lot of chain restaurants, but having those either mom and pop shops, or either like the trendy spots that's popping up, that people are able to go to. I feel like the brunch scene is kind of like a big one here in the Memphis area, or the happy hour scene. I think
Yeah.
that is being built up so much more. Even the food truck scene,
Hmm.
we're having food truck festivals and things like that now. And it's good to see the growth and development that we are experiencing in the food world these days. And it's just, for me, it's always exciting to see those things and see people kind of going outside of the box of what Memphis food is supposed to be about, and introducing new concepts and ideas to the city. So I'm excited about it now, and to kind of see where it's headed in the next few years.
Okay, so is anything that particular that you want to see in the next couple of years?
You know what? I think it's happening. Like right now, for me, I can speak for me. I like to see different types of businesses pop up. So it's not just like a soul food, or what Memphis is known for the ribs and all that. I think, it's good to see brunch spot, patio vibes, more intimate settings,
Okay.
those cute, trendy vibes. So just continuing to seeing what's happening now and to see how this continue to be built upon.
Okay, I feel you. On the trendy, I feel you. Not too trendy though, because I don't like a lot of the trends. Some of them are kind of weird.
Not too trendy, right, right. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, you don't want to come too trendy to where you go away from the culture. Because one
Right.
of the things that I do understand with Memphis and any city really, um, that the culture of food is just as important as the culture of the celebrity that came out of Memphis or the music that came or even monumental moments, but the culture of food is important in each and
Mm-hmm.
every city. So when you think Memphis and people ask all the time, so when you think Memphis, what you think? A lot of people are gonna say barbecue. So,
Right.
a lot of people are gonna say southern food, down home food. So you definitely don't want to move away or too far away, but just enough balance where we're being introduced to those things where we don't feel like we have to leave the city as much to have a new experience.
Right. I
We
feel
can
you.
get it right here in our hometown. So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying that part of it. So if I
I
want
feel
to go
you.
to a good, southern eatery, I can do that. But if I want to go to a cute little rooftop, I can also do that as well.
Right.
So yes,
Want balance. Balance. Basically what you want.
balance. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Speaking of brunch, since we just talked about it, I know you're a brunch babe yourself, as I like to call
I
y'all.
am. I am.
What are your brunch do's and don'ts?
Oh my God. Brunch. I like this question, but I don't think I ever thought about it. Look at you. Come on, interviewer.
Yeah, I gotta now
Brunch
because
do's and don'ts.
now that I'm doing this now, I gotta get some good questions in. So, yeah,
So is it the brunch do's and don'ts for like me as the goer or the restaurant? Or just
for
period, just throw out
period,
some
point
things?
blank. Either
I
way.
think I will say for me, the brunch do is get up early because if you're going to a trendy and we just talked about or a new spot or if you're going to a place that just got good food and everybody want to be there, they're going
Right.
to be there.
Early.
Um, so if you can, first of all, get up early. That's it. The second thing is if you can make reservations, do because a lot of places again are booked and busy because we have become like this brunch place now. So
Mm-hmm.
do make reservations. Don't overdrink at brunch, especially if you are driving. Safety first, right? So you want to
Right.
have enough. You want to have the cute cocktail. Of course, we want our Instagrammable moments, but we want to make sure that we're safe at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a don't for me. Um, and I don't think I have too many don'ts when it comes to brunch because brunch is about it's the end of the week. You know your weekend is about to come to an end. You just want to go chill, have your nice little vibe. You want to look cute, so do look
Mm-hmm.
cute. Do be comfortable because after we eat our biscuits or our fish and grits, we're gonna be stuffed. So do be comfortable, and all of those things. So I would just say, just be comfortable. Do have a good time, do explore the menu because now let me tell you about this brunch, babe. I was a shrimp and grits or fish and grits type of person, and I don't too much like to sway away from that. But lately,
Uh-huh.
like I've been trying new menu items, so do try those new menu items. Do those things. I think I got more do's than I do don'ts, but definitely do that. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
It's cool, it don't
Hmm.
matter. If you ain't got that many don'ts, that's fine with me.
Absolutely,
All right.
brunch is
Now,
life.
all right. Now, do you have one chain restaurant in Memphis that you think that we should get in a few years? One
Do I
chain
have one
restaurant
what?
wish. Do you have one chain restaurant that you wish Memphis could get?
Oh, a chain restaurant. I do. It's Papados.
Mm.
I like Papados. I actually last year, I sometimes I'll just drive to Alabama, or if I'm in a city that has a Papados, I I want Papados. They have new menu items that are really good. And I actually went on to ask the question like, why can't we have a Papados in Memphis, and I think my answer to the question was we're not near like fresh water. I don't know what it was, but it was just some random fact that they told me, and I'm like, oh my god. But Papados is actually somewhere that I and another place that I like to eat whenever I'm in a city that has one is Bubblegum.
Oh, okay. So basically,
I like to eat.
yes,
I'm a
yeah,
seafood girl too.
seafood girl. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Because another thing I was gonna say was Drago's, and that's another seafood place when I just thought about it. So yeah,
Yeah,
yes, I'm a seafood girl outside of crab leg spot. But I'm glad we
yeah,
got those. I ain't hating on those, but I like to have the fancier seafood dishes a little bit sometimes too.
yeah. Plus, I would like a Papa Dog Swamp Thing right now. That'd be great.
You see what I'm saying? Like a swamp thing. Like you just gotta get a swamp thing when you go to Papa Do's, right? So
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I can understand. Yeah, Papa
absolutely.
Do's is a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna play a game of overrated, underrated. I got three things to ask you, and you give me your choice of is it overrated or underrated. You ready to play?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, overrated, underrated. Barbecue nachos.
They're underrated. I love barbecue nachos.
Explain.
I
How they
prefer
underrated?
them.
Oh, okay. So over the regular nachos, you gonna go with barbecue nachos every time.
Absolutely. I have to keep myself from ordering barbecue nachos. I love them.
Okay.
And I've
Okay.
had them from every barbecue spot.
Oh, so which one's the best to
Yes.
you? Since we're going that route.
Well, since we're going that route, let me tell you, A&R always gave me the best barbecue nachos. I'm just being honest. And this is from
Okay.
like being a little girl growing up in South Memphis, going to the original A&R that's on Bellevue because they got one on Third Street for a minute. And then that one is gone now. I worked up the street and I used to walk up there to go get them. So yeah, barbecue nachos, absolutely A&R.
The fact that you went to the original one in South Memphis, that is the one I went to a lot as well as a kid.
I grew up in South Memphis.
Yeah, so went to Hamilton like every game before every basketball game or football game. We'll go to A&R, get some food, and come back to the game,
Absolutely. Yes.
or walk up the street, or Lee or Lee Middle School and go there. So, yeah, that A&R is
Yes.
close to my heart.
I'm telling you, mine too.
Right, right. We got a little moment there. Okay, we got a moment
You
there.
know, a little food moment. Yeah.
A moment. All right. Overrated, underrated. Cronuts.
Wait a minute. Who?
Cronuts. You know the croissant donuts?
I would say overrated
Mm. Why they overrated to you?
because I like a regular donut.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is
You
it is
prefer
that
a regular.
boring to me?
No, I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I
that
just
because,
prefer a regular. Yeah, I just prefer a regular donut. Now I don't mind if you change the topping on a donut and that type of thing, but I'm just a regular donut type of gal.
oh, okay. What's your favorite
I mean, I
donut?
choose a glazed. I was just about to say I choose an original glazed donut over any donut that's available.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're not a cake donut liker?
No,
Yeah. Because it's heavier?
I'll take one. Like, say for instance, if I go to get some donuts right now, right? If I get a dozen
Mm-hmm.
of donuts, at least I want six of those donuts to be original glaze. And then I'll
Right.
explore with the other six. So I'll be like, okay, let me try this, and that, and the other. But it's always gonna go back to original glaze
Okay.
donut.
Okay.
Yes.
I respect that. Yeah. Okay. I respect that one. Last one.
I got a
Overrated,
feeling you like cronuts.
no, I like both of them. It don't matter to me.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Uh, Overrated, underrated. Fried chicken gizzards.
I think they're underrated.
Tell us
I
why.
mean,
Tell me
people
why.
should understand that gizzards are just like this southern delicacy of good. And if you get like we grew up with my dad would cook fried gizzards. That was my first gizzard experience.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't learn about the gizzards were served up anywhere else, i.e., Jack Turtle, until after the fact. My dad grew up cooking those for us and introducing those to us, and so that was something that was common in our home all the time, anyway, right? And
Right.
so I don't feel like they're talked about enough. I don't feel like they're offered enough at restaurants. Like I feel like you should be able to have that option, especially in a good Southern restaurant, a good Memphis. I feel like that should be offered. I feel like that should be like an appetizer, something added to it. So I definitely feel like gizzards are underrated. See, I'm passionate about this. If you,
Hmm. Somebody make an
I'm,
appetizer of chicken gizzards
yeah, like
with
that
a
should,
nice dipping
yes, that should be
sauce.
absolutely.
Hmm. That makes sense.
That should be offered, especially at chicken places.
Right.
Like, why are gizzards not offered? I mean, you
Yo,
serving up the chicken anyway. May as well
which
give us the gizzard.
which makes me wonder, why doesn't Gus's do gizzards?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the restaurants just left Jack Purvis out to dry. You know, they just left him out there. They didn't get on board with that. But we're
Hmm.
grateful for the Jack Purvis experience and the gizzard experience and the happy hour experience of the gizzards when they have them from 3 to 6. Yeah. See, that's how much I love them. I know what time to have it. I'm trying to
No,
tell you,
that.
niece.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey. Shout out to Jack Purvis with the gizzards. You're the only
I'm
one.
telling you. I'm
You got
telling
you
you.
got you got the corner on lock. got
You got it on lock.
it on
Yes.
lock. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you about to go to your favorite hot wing spot. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm not gonna ask what it is. So, what is your hot wing order?
Oh, my hot wing order now is hot with lemon pepper added on it.
Mm.
I mean, just a change of life. Okay.
Mm. You with
If I
me?
feel a
Okay.
little more fancy, I will do a honey hot with the lemon pepper added on it. You
Yep.
know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's my order.
Lemon pepper is a flavor
Hmm.
enhancement. That's what I like to say.
It's a flavor. It absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Since I'm talking about hot wing orders, well, you're married, right?
I am.
All right. So, what is your husband's hot wing order?
It'll be hot with lemon pepper. He don't like honey hot. He don't like any savory food that's sweet. Okay, so he definitely is gonna do just the hot with the lemon pepper on it as well. Or he
Okay.
can do season too, but I can't do season. I
Season.
feel
Okay.
like why have just a seasoned wing? Yeah, you know.
Bet. Bet. All right.
Hmm.
Last thing we're gonna talk about. I got one more game. I want you to rank these from worst. I mean, rank these from 1 to 3. Which one is the worst? First one would be the. I mean, number one would be the highest one. Two, three. Rank them. Which is the worst thing you can see in a restaurant? Number one, a group of rats in the corner.
Oh,
Two, a drunk couple arguing very loudly. Or three, a very aggressive security guard. Which one's the worst? Rank them 1 to 3.
the okay, and three being the worst,
No, the top
or
one would
one
be
being the
number
worst.
one.
Oh my God, rats in the corner. I'm leaving. I'm
That's
leaving
number one,
automatically.
automatic. So what's number two?
Yeah, this automatic. Now let me see, because two can be two. I would say the couple that's arguing, you know, because I don't know what that's gonna lead to. Like, are we just
Right.
regular arguing over like who's ordering what, or I really didn't want that, or are we arguing and it's about to pop off and I do need to leave again? So that's number two. So you know, so yeah, so that's two. And then I would say three would be the aggressive security officer, because if you got the couple in there arguing, and if you're aggressive with these rats, then we need you in here so you can get the couple and the rats out. But we'll put him in number three because he may have his reasons. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. I
Mm-hmm.
thought you would put the drunk couple at least second or third when I was writing this down.
I mean,
And I
because
was
it could
right.
be entertainment or it could pop off. You know, you just never know.
Right. You never know. It's a gotta put it in the middle
Mm-hmm.
just in case. Just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
All right. So before we leave, you have anything to say to people that want to join Yelp?
I would say
Or
join. Like, just be active on Yelp. It's not a hard thing to join. It's just kind of like a benefit, an extra benefit or layer of being on the Yelp and utilizing the app. It's fun. You know, you have monthly free experiences trying out and supporting restaurants here in the city, and not only restaurants. Let me not say that restaurants and businesses here in the
Right.
city. So I would say definitely go on to yelp.com/elite and learn about what it means to be an elite squad member. And just utilize the app. It's for you, not only for you to leave your reviews, but for you to also go on and read reviews of local businesses and get ideas of what's in your city. So Yelp is the place to be, okay, for Memphis. And also follow us at yelpmemphis.com across all platforms as well.
Across all platforms. Yep, Memphis. Well, thank you,
Yep.
Tiffany, for joining me here in the Big Back Lounge. I'm happy to have you here. Your lady is great. I think you do the Yep community a great job, a great service here, and we need more people like you to help show people the way of Yep.
Thank you so much. And thank you for inviting me. I'm so proud of you and your platform. I look forward to continuing to support in any kind of way I can. So just let me know, and I am here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. But like I tell y'all every weekend, thank y'all for listening and thank y'all for watching on the tubes of you. And always remember, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge. Peace.